Your attachment style is not your personality, it's your wound. And the sooner some of you realize this, the better. Because some of you are out here calling trauma personality traits. I'm just too clingy. I'm just too nonchalant. I'm just bad at communication. And I think one of the biggest scams modern dating created is making unhealthy attachment patterns look cute, especially online. Because why are people romanticizing emotional unavailability like it's a luxurious personality type? Nonchalant king, mysterious babe, too independent to need anybody. Meanwhile, everybody involved is emotionally starving. And honestly, we all learned survival before we learned healthy love. Some people learned they had to earn affection. Some learned that love disappears. Some only got attention only when they overperformed, overachieved, or stayed quiet. So now, as adults, relationships don't just feel emotional, they feel threatening. Because tell me why one delayed text has you questioning your entire self worth. Why are you acting like the FBI because someone replied you okay? No emoji, no punctuation. Attachment wounds really have you confusing anxiety with chemistry. That's the dangerous part because healthy love feels calm. And if chaos is familiar to you, calm will be boring. Now, somebody consistent enters your life and you're like, something is missing. Yes, something is actually missing, and that's emotional instability. And can we discuss anxious attachment for a second? Because anxious attachment is exhausting. You start overthinking everything. Why did they like my story and did not reply? Why they sound different on the phone? Why are they replying late? Now your whole mood is dependent on someone else's energy. That's not peace. Avoidant people, please gather here. Because why do avoidant people act like vulnerability is a hostage situation? Hmm? The second emotions enter the chat. I need space. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what I want again. Sir, we were literally planning our future last week, Tuesday. A lot of emotionally unavailable people are not cold because they don't feel things. They are cold because feeling things scares them. And that's why they pull away when intimacy becomes real. Because attachment wounds will make you stay in a relationship that keeps draining you emotionally. You are not just attached to this person, you are attached to the hope, the validation, the potential, the fear of losing them, the idea of being finally chosen properly. Pure emotional cinema. Now, let me gently explain something because I wish most people understood this. Your attachment style explains your behavior, but it doesn't excuse your harmful patterns. Healing is your responsibility because eventually you would have to ask yourself, do I actually want healthy love or do I want familiar chaos? Healing attachment wounds is one of the most uncomfortable things ever, because now you would have to communicate clearly, stop overanalyzing, set boundaries, choose emotionally safe people, and stop treating inconsistency like romance. It's a very rude process, but healing does change your relationships because eventually you stop chasing people who trigger your abandonment wounds and start choosing people who bring emotional peace. And trust me, peace feels unfamiliar at first. But once you experience love that doesn't constantly confuse, drain, or destabilize you, you will never romanticize emotional chaos again.